Previously on Cartridge in the Rough.
You insulted my honor, making me play Bubsy. I challenge you to Kung Fu fight.
I accept your challenge. Let's play Shaq Fu.
And now, the conclusion.
I've had it! Let's Kung Fu!
I then challenge you to Shaq Fu, a Legend Reborn.
Accepted.
Alright, so
Closed like an airplane.
this is Shaq Fu, a Legend Reborn. This was released this year.
2018?
Yes.
Wow.
So here's the controller.
Alright. So
Let's start this up.
Wow. Off to a thrilling start. We'll try that again.
I can't tell you how excited I am for this game. Just even like a little bit of testing it.
Alright.
No, just do normal. Just whatever you don't do hard.
Main-induced labor? Really?
Does it really say that?
Yeah! Dude, have some self-respect. So is this like does this have any relationship to the other game, first game? Like, are these Memphis in there, these other characters? Did they find the boy?
You are the boy. They're the old, yeah. No, there's a great cutscene coming up. The old Chinese man is in it, and like the voice, like when you're reading the old SNES Shack, and you want to give like that Chinese man the voice, and you're like, no, I shouldn't. That's a little racist. That's the voice he has in this game.
Oh.
My story is convoluted and full of holes, so pay attention.
Yes.
It begins in the land of dragons, legends, and General Soul's chicken.
Is that the boy? Hard to tell sometimes in anime. Oh, she just snagged someone's purse.
I started out like any other Chinese woman. The only key to my identity was a mysterious birthmark.
Stuffed in the Gucci.
My mother named me Shaquille and raised me as her own.
Why is there a whale on the dock?
I grew like wild bamboo on the sunny side of Mount Shing Shing. I was bullied, alienated, tormented, all
Really?
because of my size. I had no friends, but there was one man, a village elder who took
Master
interest in my
Roshi.
upbringing. An old man named Yi.
Those kids just jealous because you're such a big boy. I mean, your turds must be bigger than their heads. Your feet must be the size of...
I get the point.
There is great power within you, Shakir. You must
Shakir.
use great restraint.
He trained me in the ancient fighting technique of Wuxi.
What's happening?
Guess I'm
And I became a master.
Dang.
Ugh. Oh no.
Yeah, time will soon arrive when your strength will be needed.
When?
Well, you're hauling them around, so probably right now.
Right about now.
But when you'd be going the other way.
And go, Kung Fu fight.
What in the name of Wu-Tong Shin is going on?
Explain, but we must hurry.
Alright. I can't do anything else but move.
I didn't realize there was multiple planes last time I played this. Probably was using the
What the
D-pad.
hell are you guys?
Back up, like ice.
Tries. We're here for the old man.
I didn't teach you all those rules so you could watch me get my...
So unlike the other Shaq Fu, this one is a brawler.
Oh, I want the hat.
I know, right? Dang, he like
Jumps really
flipping around
high.
all over the place. How tall is Shaq?
I think he's like
Seven something?
7'2" maybe.
Damn, that feels
He's
good.
really nimble for.
He's actually a black belt.
Why do these guys want to kill you?
Is he really?
Yeah.
Not the man you think I am?
I knew it.
That's kind of how he was also such a good basketball player, because he is actually very nimble for his size.
Watching your technique.
I seen you looking at me when I do them high
Because most
kicks.
bigs, they're pretty like lanky, and all they can do is just block shots. Basically, they stand for the hoop. But
This is why you're here for fighting.
oh, here we go.
So you got build your combo points, and then mash circle for a massive kick. Yeah! Yeah! You don't have enough combo points. I think the combo meter is that meter in the.
Oh, it's like Ninja Turtles for you. I got skills. That's what I say when I'm fighting people. I got skills. You better watch out.
Exactly. The move.
I guess some money. I bet there's like probably the upgrade stuff later.
Well, so far I don't really need any upgrades.
What is that? I don't like that at all.
Alright.
Yeah. Shaq squash? I didn't see what.
And turn it into an attack.
Oh well, yeah, I mean, are you supposed to be trying to break his shield? There you go.
Wait, oh, shoot, wrong button. Did they
Like
give
a
me
Mortal Kombat when you try to do a fatality, you mess it up.
and you just like tap him?
I don't like his voice acting at all. It's like,
I mean, at least it's him, but yeah,
yeah,
it's like him trying to sound like him.
yeah. Well, it's like it's weird, like, cause he's got a lot of voice, cause he's a big guy, but it's such low energy.
Yeah.
At the same time, and it's
Tiger.
whoa.
That's a heck of a limo.
That sounds like
Rizzo. One you sent you, didn't he?
please tell me I get to kick his ass.
That's supposed to be oh, what's that rapper's name? Wait, is that me? What?
Whoa!
Is that me?
No, that's the guy you're about to fight.
Oh, why did...
I need to look up the IMDb list for this. See, that's like supposed to be someone we know.
Frizzle?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just whipping my butt.
Oh yeah, he is. Whoa!
Apparently
You got them gold chains.
Chain.
So do the items? I was supposed to be looking at IMDb to notice. Do like the smashable items in the world give you health and stuff?
Yeah. And
So
coins.
better boss battle than Bubsy.
Yeah.
Whoa! What's happening?
I thought that was me.
Whoa!
This is a sex explosion.
Oh,
What the hell is this Guan Yu?
I think that's a
Oh, I thought that was the guy supposed to kill. Dude, this is what it takes to get through Shaq Fu. Although I will say this is much better than the other one.
I'll take that.
It looks better. It looks fun.
Yeah, it's fun to walk up to this guy and just kind of whack him like a whack-a-mole.
It looks better than that Power Rangers brawl we play.
Oh yeah. But the only thing about that is that
Still, the Power Rangers cartridge in a row.
Just the better use.
If we can get more people, 'cause that game's awful. When it's
you need more people to get through that. You need a support, proper support for that game.
But I have a number of Power Ranger games that we could.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I got the movie one for the Game Gear. I got one for the Sega Genesis, which I think Ryan and I played that one.
Yeah.
And then there's like an actual fighting game. It looks like it was originally made for like Super Sentai, and then was regionalized for Power Rangers.
Whoa, ninjas popping out of rockets.
I
That's what
also
I would say. Like, whoa.
I've also been wanting to pull the trigger on a print of Jetman.
Jetman.
There's some of those scenes you're like, spicy.
Transformative potions along your journey. Do not forsake them.
And that's what that reminded me.
Will not be tested.
So did they have to? 'Cause that looks like what? What's happening?
Oh, there's your Iron Fist.
Big D.
Big Diesel. With the power armor.
Did he? Okay. Did he play? Did he? Wow. That looks like fun, actually. That's great. Did he play Steel, or was that? Or is that like the misconception?
Steel? What?
Yeah, the DC hero. There's like a Steel movie main. I can't remember if it was Shaq that played him.
Hey, that's that boy's name, isn't it?
Nazu. It is Nazu.
Ah,
that was a kid from the old Shaq Fu.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice and
I
clever.
found you.
Can I go back home now? I got a charity game to play.
Yeah, did we ever get back to that game?
Whoa!
I just grinded their heads like Tony Hawk, right?
Whoa!
Arthur O'Deal.
We meet again, Guan Yu.
Oh, you gotta love this place.
Whoa! What?
Fortunate of your people.
I knew he was a puppet.
Yeah.
I feel like these are people we're supposed to know. Like, Shaq clearly has history with him. But, oh, no. Oh, he's fine. Oh, no.
Is he dead? Oh. Okay, this guy seems to be much easier, which is nice. Ow.
Dang. That's a cool move.
Like, you know, but yeah.
People crowdfunded this crap. We should have remade Steel.
Oh, there you go.
Oh! Oh, yeah, this game was also crowdfunded. Oh, jeez,
dang.
Rice?
Oh, wait.
That was his master suit.
I'm sorry, I wasn't fast enough.
It's fine. Listen.
It's fine.
The intellect of the people of Earth to make them easier to conquer. Yen Lo Wang has sent demons to Earth, disguised as celebrities, who brainwash the people into moronic subservience. You must find and kill these celebrities.
What? I ain't killing no.
Shaq, you must trust me.
The last thing I want in Shaq Fu is biting social commentary.
Gold bomb.
A gold bond that has connected our secret order for generations. Gold
Is that for your dentures?
Why do you keep saying
No, I
gold
think that's
bond?
what you put on your
Every
joints when they're
time I
sore.
say gold bond. Gold bond, gold bond, gold bond.
Yeah, focus.
Right? Shaq, you are our only hope now. Do not fail me. First, baby.
Coughing weekly. The subtitles.
Gold bond.
Now we're on a cargo
Legend
ship.
Reborn.
We're looking for celebrities.
He
Babyface.
set up a sugar plantation in South America.
Yeah.
That's where I find him. When we got close,
Yeah, we're going after
I dropped the
celebrities,
rifle
which
and
we
made
may have been
sure.
fighting this whole time, but we're not sure. Because we're elderly. I imagine that explodes. Because
Wow.
You'll never touch the baby face.
Oh my god.
I don't like that at all.
Right?
Someone had to add and program that sound effect into this game. This is the first time we've really been like in danger. Jeez. Do you feel like it's in danger because like the difficulty's getting worse, or because it's feeling cheap to tell you? Oh, you did!
See? I mean, it like kind of pops up on you as a thing. Like I was doing fine, and all of a sudden, oh, I guess I'm not dead. Here, you try this madness.
Oh, alright. Welcome back to Shaq Fu. A legend
Shaq Fu
Reborn, a
and
legend
you.
continues. Return of the Woolies.
Return of the Wolf.
The Woolies strike back. Perfect.
They're shooting missiles at China with their high fructose corn syrup.
This is the longest we've ever played a game on Cartridge in the rough.
Is that a positive thing?
You tell me. I think it is.
It's alright.
We haven't reached like a Oh, you canceled out my kick. Ah.
We haven't hit any like just anything horrible yet.
Yeah, we haven't hit like this thing to just stop the game in its track like that boss fight.
I think what I'm worried about is that there's nothing more to add because we now have moves assigned to every button in the controller. So, what else is this game gonna add? You know?
Oh,
Movie.
Movie's the best part.
What up, dog?
My name is Shaq Fu.
What up, dog?
I'm a poor Chinese rickshaw driver from a town called Hong I made a promise to my dead mentor Ye that I would kill you. Prepare to die.
Oh my goodness. Is this supposed to be like a Justin Bieber? What?
I don't know who that's supposed to
I am. How do you roll?
The right,
You're not Chinese,
right
huh?
stick.
I'm as Chinese as Confucius eating a fortune cookie in Tiananmen Square.
It's
That's
just, I've
super
never seen a
racist.
Chinese guy who, you know, looks like that.
My great-grandmother was half Irish, but that don't matter. What matters
Is that
your
supposed to be like a reference to the Leprechaun video?
This wars off spells right here. This is a special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was Irish.
I'm sorry?
What? I don't think that actually hit him.
It did. I saw his health go down.
Well, no, but I mean,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
graphically, I don't think that did.
I raised him. Oh!
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that last one would have killed me.
The sacred mark! Impossible! You're supposed to be dead!
Then we've got something in common.
Oh, I see what you did there. Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
Candy?
Jesus, where's Babyface?
He dead.
The birthmark.
What the hell's all this talk about my damn birthmark?
The prophecy. But she killed you.
I guess not, but I'm coming for you.
Chelsea, give us call.
What's happening?
What did he punch? The
That
phone?
globe, I think.
All right. Probably like dinner time.
I quickly figured out the manual of the private jet.
All right. Couldn't include a manual in the game.
Social media became my eyes in the sky. Candy was getting a life cast made of
Tacos.
at Doc Johnson's workshop in LA. I'd always wanted to visit that place, so this was a case of 2 birds, 1 stone. Boom.
What?
Hollywood. Land of
I pick up these cards.
Are we still recording?
Yes.
better use.
Ooh, I don't like this at all.
I was just gonna change.
Stay away from Candy, you freak.
That's actually.
I like his icy hot ads.
So
Like that's
you can't
him.
even-
Like-
yeah.
But he's a poor Chinese rickshaw driver. Why is he on an icy
So you
hot
just
ad?
paint even where the sun doesn't shine.
Put your balls. Oh no!
Under this subpoena, Shaq, you'll never touch my client.
Why is he
Words of
drawing
my man,
like?
Bill Shakespeare?
Why is he giving
First
you a
thing do is
subpoena?
kill all the lawyers. Let's get it on, bloodsucker. Prepare to die. Sounds like a damn cat screaming from the kitchen of my favorite restaurant. You'll pay.
Whoa! You...
Hey,
See, he's in that icy hot ad up there too. But he's wearing the same thing his character wears. So like,
he's
is it the same Shaq? Is it a
He's just a
different
little
Shaq?
side. Dude, that guy was super easy.
Don't forget you got that boost move with your L1,
What?
It's the Shackness! Ah! That's awesome! This is great!
Ow. He's throwing stuff at me.
Look at his face in the corner!
He's smiling. Smiling too.
Oh,
Yes!
it's the boss battle.
So,
Oh, no.
you're the chosen one, huh?
Diamond?
Candy's a little busy right now, so she sent me to take care
I
of
don't
you.
know.
I knew you were a dummy. I told Ye. You know in that scene in your low-budget movie, your eyes were glowing like the fires of hell?
That was night vision.
Whatever. Show yourself.
Oh my goodness. Why does she have spike nipples?
Become Prince Baby Bear.
I will punch that thing
She's
in the face.
swinging her chihuahua around like a weapon.
I will shank you.
It's kind of funny though.
It is.
But
The bosses are way more, like, they actually put creativity into these instead of Bubsy, where it's like, add some lasers, and
yeah.
it's a UFO every time.
You're mine.
She's getting some kind of snare. Oh!
First thing I do is just jump right up though. It's like, got him stunned, jump! Oh,
He's got some reach.
Oh, cheap.
Jeez.
Jeez. And what am I?
Huh.
Oh.
So the next game we played, and the reason I wanted to do this video, is Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn. This is new. This came out this year, like a couple months ago, 2018. And the thing that like had me interested about this game, we played Bubsy last time. It was a game for the 16-bit era.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad then. They released a new one with no sort of like self-awareness, and the new one was
Although I'd say Bubsy was better than Shaq Fu.
I call it a cartridge in the rough.
Super.
I think I may have been short-sighted. I think I may have been tipsy. Going back and playing it, I hate it just as much. I would like to recant coining it a cartridge in the rough. So there's no self-awareness. This comes out. This was it wasn't Kickstarter, but it was crowdfunded.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was an Indiegogo campaign. And the campaign was very self-aware. It was like 20 years ago or however long, Shaq Fu came storming on the gaming world, and they blatantly, it says directly in the trailer, it was bad.
Right.
So there's some self-awareness going into this game.
Oh yeah.
The first change they made is it isn't a 2D fighting game. It's a brawler beat 'em up, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade, or Turtles in Time, or
Double Dragon or Streets of Rage, whatever.
You scroll to the right, punching people as you go.
Right.
There's a much deeper backstory in this. You're a Chinese orphan.
That makes no sense at all.
You're a Chinese orphan named Shaquille, who's 7'2".
Or Shakur, or however he's...
You wash up on shore. Some Chinese lady adopts you. It's a very. It's like he's given like a Moses Savior story line at the beginning. Like,
was Moses found in the basket?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're adopted by this Chinese lady, and then you're bullied. As a kid.
For being tall.
For being tall.
Which I feel generally doesn't happen.
And
but whatever.
All the kids sound suspiciously like Caucasian.
Except for the old man that like takes you in. It's like
and you're taken in by an old kung fu master.
Yeah. I liked it. He was a lot of charm to it.
He was kind of adorable.
Yeah.
He was like the Keymaster in the second Matrix.
Yeah, I'm sad that he died, but maybe he comes back.
He didn't die. I'm sure. Spoilers. He jumps in front of a blast you can very easily dodge.
That probably Shaq could have taken anyway.
Yeah. And then he sells out to Gold Bond.
Take this. It is a gold bond. A gold bond that has connected our secret order for generations. Gold bond.
With his dying breath, he shills
there are a lot of Gold Bond and Icy Hot.
Icy Hot. Basically anything. There's a Steel reference. There's multiple Steel references, which was a deep cut. Steel being the superhero movie Shaq starred in 1994.
Yeah, DC.
Okay. In Shaq Fu, players take control of the unstoppable Shaquille O'Neal as he fights his way through the hordes of hell and Hollywood, defeat dozens of enemies. Dozens? That's it? As Shaq learns new moves. Okay. We never learned a new move past the first
level. Like we say, like what button B or X, square, triangle.
It's all
context. And then
context.
that's done. Once we had some sort of tag mapped to every button, which of course, like the bumpers, those are just one move.
Yeah.
that was done.
As Shaq learns new moves, travels to unique locations, and battles the Legion of the Damned. Dang. At the end of each journey, Shaq must face down a powerful boss ripped straight from the tabloid headlines. That was another thing. The bosses were clearly references, but they weren't like...
They weren't clear enough. Like, who...
Yeah, they were too... Like, anytime you parody someone, you kind of want to make it a little different.
Yeah.
But they were too different.
That's like GTA 5 with the Lindsay Lohan. Like, yeah, you could tell it was probably her.
Yeah.
But it wasn't...
It was so...
They called her, but...
It was so close that she sued.
Yeah, well, she tried, but...
And she lost because it's a parody.
but it was actually an accurate representation of her, too, in that game. Yeah, so anyway, so the parodies...
We didn't recognize any of them.
Yeah.
Like, granted, we're old men. Like, we are not... Like, we're seniors. We're not in touch with...
Why do we go from old to senior? I'm not getting any 55 and over discount.
We're grandpas.
I gotta pay full price when I go to Perkins.
My back hurts. My eyesight's going. I can't hear.
You need to man up, get some ice out.
And what's it saying? As soon as where the sun don't shine? Is that what that sign said?
Whatever your needs are.
Yes, we didn't recognize any of them.
Old man.
You just had a birthday. You're old now.
No.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We had some party, like was party blower.
Put like confetti in the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, but they did mix it up a little bit to the point where it got repetitive, like the suits, the diesel suit, the cactus.
Yeah, let's talk about the power-ups.
Yeah.
We experienced too the big D diesel suit.
So
there's a lot of
there's no
dick jokes.
No, he is like that's his like nickname too, like the Diesel or Shaq Diesel.
Oh no, Diesel, yeah. Big D is.
Wow. That went over my head.
And then there was also, and there was like, while you're in the suit, he's making like all these innuendos. I think you were missing because you were just too busy punching.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of hard to hear his voice, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because Shaq's just hard to hear in general.
You get these power-ups, you get these items, and it's really exciting at first, but then it just drones on, and all you're doing is spamming the attack button, it seemed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to use a power-up, so that's what like watching it got boring.
You got to do the Guitar Hero segment.
I have bested my attacks of open and fists, but there is one mode of fighting in which I am undoubtedly superior.
No, so.
Do I get to do a dance-off?
Yeah.
Okay, what's happening?
Swear.
Oh, you gotta believe!
Oh.
You better believe.
I think I love this game.
That's kind of cool. Which at least, even though that looked insanely easy.
It was stupid easy. I did like
the mix it up.
And the best part was when we made a rapper joke, and then the game immediately made the same joke.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. But
props to the game. Some of the jokes, like that one, were great. Other ones just fell completely flat.
Right.
Unlike Bubsy, where they're all terrible.
But
almost
Bubsy
like the
kept
jokes were a bit
repeating
too
the same
short.
thing over and over. Though.
Yeah.
This one had a lot of different dialogue.
Yeah, a lot of voices. Shaq, of course,
Yeah.
doing his own voice acting.
Yeah.
Doing the rapping. The theme song we forgot
Yes,
about.
the theme song. And I actually liked it. And catchy. It wasn't good, but it was like it's just enough bad, but not too bad.
You know my favorite part of the theme song?
About the storm. Shaq Fu, a legend reborn.
Save us, Big Daddy.
Save me, Big Daddy.
So, I feel like we're all over the place. There's a lot in this game.
Yeah. There's just one thing that kills it for me is the lack of co-op. Every brawler has co-op.
Yeah, the Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Turtles, even the Power Rangers.
Even
when that
Double
came
Dragon
out.
3 for the NES has co-op.
Yeah. Well, that Power Rangers game is objectively bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one's horrible. But it had 4
But it's
player.
fun to play because you can play with your friends.
At least a 2-player option. And
apparently it's coming. So they're going to patch this small Indiegogo campaign.
They got another GoFundMe for the patch too.
I'm skeptical.
What if No Man's Sky did that?
For
the patch, they were like, "Hey, we got a GoFundMe."
It would be a disaster. Like I think that's the thing that's been saving No Man's Sky is the older patches have been free.
I think they're trying to save themselves a little bit so they can do another game and people will actually buy it.
Yeah. Elite Dangerous does that.
That was a decent game.
It was, and it was a good game when it came out. But in order to land on planets, you had to buy like the $20 expansion.
Yeah.
So some games do that, but
I'm okay with a little bit with that. Some, obviously certain circumstances.
But that feels like something from the game is missing.
Yeah, and that's probably what does it. Why it's just not quite there for me.
Tell everyone what happens when you do turn on a second controller and play with your buddies in co-op mode.
You got another PS4 controller?
Yeah, pause it. It's downstairs. I can go grab it.
All right.
No, I'm hitting.
You're controlling my guy.
Am I? Why am I in control now?
We both are.
Is that the co-op mode?
We're both in control. That's interesting. You're both controlling Shaq, so I guess you could do it like one person moves a stick, the other person hits the buttons. It's almost like sharing the controller, but you have the benefit of using two.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm curious if you plugged in 4. Like, is everybody just?
It'd be a nightmare. The game would probably crash.
It's like when they do a play on a stream or Twitch.
Oh, like Twitch plays Pokemon.
Yeah. Twitch plays Shaq Fu. You could kind of do something like that.
Easy.
And
it has to be square in the chat all the time. So that's all you really have to do.
Yeah, so that it was really confusing too because I didn't know at first whether it was just bugging out.
There was a lot of frame stuttering.
Like when you were controlling, because like it wasn't initially obvious what was going on, and then I let go and he's moving around. And then we did hit a bug where it just freeze. It just got stuck in
It got stuck in a walk cycle. Yeah. Everyone was walking into air.
The music kept going. Usually the music keeps like repeating too.
Oh, like it hits like that note and just hangs on it and repeats it.
Yeah, this one kept going, so it's kind of an interesting stop.
And I think we had just made a comment like, oh, we haven't hit a wall like we did with Bubsy.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
Perfect
you're
edition.
Done with the game. Yeah, we kept going, and then sure enough,
then we hit that wall.
And then we hit a wall.
But I would almost go back. If it added co-op, I would almost go back. It looked... It was fun, but it was tedious enough that it got old fast.
Yeah. If this game gets co-op, it's definitely a disc in the rough.
We'll still call it cartridge.
Cartridge in the rough. Okay.
Does it have to have co-op to be a cartridge in the rough for you?
Yes.
That's okay.
Because it's too repetitive for me. Like I couldn't imagine just buying it, sitting here by myself, and just playing it through over everything else.
A lot of the fun that I was having in the game was like reacting to stuff with you.
Yeah.
Like if you have roommates, this might be a fun game. But if you're...
But I don't know how interesting people would just be to watch it. I think they'd want to play.
I think you're right. Because it did get boring for me at times. Especially when you had the power-ups.
And Shaq's still very relevant. Even though he's not playing anymore, everybody knows Shaq. He's still on TV all the time. Yeah. Still doing tons of commercials and stuff like that. So, still very relevant. It just really needs some sort of co-op, even if it's 2-player.
I think I agree. I think it's
if it had
almost there.
If it had some sort of level up, or something to spice it up, and just being single player, maybe. But
that's another thing that felt like it's missing because you get coins.
Yeah.
Everywhere, but we can't. I think they're just points.
Yeah, and
there's no like buy new movement that we could see that the game made obvious enough for us to. We may have missed it. Like, comment, subscribe if we did.
So, it's fun.
I think I agree. It is fun.
But just watch our playthrough instead.
Yeah.
Until they get co-op.
If you want to watch us beat the game, maybe we'll stream it. But leave a comment if you do.
Yeah, if we get 100 views, we'll beat the whole thing.
You heard it here. If we get 100 views on this episode of Cartridge in the Rough, we will stream the rest of Shaq Fu, Legend Reborn. So yeah, a lot of fun. Not a cartridge in the rough. It has the potential to be, but not yet. And not to be like, oh, this dude, everything is patched. In this era of video games that we're currently in, a patch is likely. Like people keep working on games after they're released, and we are only like 2 months out.
And the nice thing too, it's not done by EA, so there's a good chance they won't charge for it.
Yeah, exactly. Woohoo!
Hey, fun thing, you got your receipt in here.
Yeah.
You paid $5.35 for this game.
It's complete in box. That's good for complete in box.
Yeah, actually, it's not a bad deal, and it's got a manual too. So
yeah, that's what complete in box means. It's got everything.
What the heck is this?
Some Genesis games had that. I think it's like a RAM extension or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, does it come out or no?
No, don't break my cartridge.
Well, I mean, I didn't tug on it.
That's probably why it has 11 characters in it.
Pretty sure Street Fighter had more than 7.
Compared to the SNES.
I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I think I had like 14. With more moves than...